What's up, guys? Welcome back to Kitchen Court Cases, where we watch court in my kitchen. And today we have, I don't even know how to describe it, but I don't think it's entirely what the judge had in mind when he woke up this morning and came to work. Let's go take a look at the child support contempt docket in Cowlitz County, Washington.
That's correct. And his purge amount is $200.
And then he's due back here on June 28th. Okay, Mr. Brown has joined us now, Ms. Looney.
Yes, so we'll go to number 4 on the docket. That is the state of Washington versus Christopher Isaiah Brown. It's 21-3-00365-08. Mr. Brown was picked up on his bench warrant on May 27th. He'd been on bench warrant for approximately a year at that time. He has not made any payments. His purge amount is $450. So we would be inquiring today regarding his employment status and his plan for making his payments moving forward. We would also be requesting that if he is unemployed, he'd be required to attend WorkSource's online workshop, job search strategies. The next available date for that would be June 16th. And we would also be requesting a job search and work log if he's unable to pay the $450 in full for the month of June. And we'd also be requesting an order forfeiting bail for his bench warrant pickup as well.
Mr. Angelo, have you had a chance to talk to Mr. Brown?
No, Your Honor, I have not had a chance to speak to him. So we can address Mr. Brown as far as his current work status.
Mr. Brown, are you currently working?
Recovering still from a chest surgery that I had. I had open heart surgery and I'm still trying to recover from it. That's the only reason I haven't been able to get a job right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I would inquire if that's the same surgery Mr. Brown had over a year ago that he was already cleared to work from.
But it takes 6 weeks for one bone marrow cell to regenerate. My entire chest was taken apart. My heart was replaced. I had blood clots. I still have blood clots. I'm trying not to die from them. It's all I can do to go through my day without having pain. I'm not sure you understand, but I do. It's difficult to do many tests during the day. I have brain from being smashed into the ground at a certain speed after being hit by a truck at 50 miles an hour and surviving. You're right. I don't know what it's like to have problems. Forgive me for being this way. I'm trying my hardest to get a job. Yes. But those are things that disable me from being able to do that. Not sure if you knew that or not.
So, Mr. Brown, we're going to need you to attend an online workshop called Job Search Strategies, WorkSource. Also, we want you to provide a job search and work log. Anything that you do medically to assist your condition, go to the doctor, go to therapy, things like that. You can put that on the job search and work log. That will count. Okay. And then there's going to be an order entered forfeiting the bail that you paid to get out. And that will go towards your child support obligation. Okay. All right. And it sounds like you can't make the $450 at this time, but then we need you to do the other.
Ms. Looney, can you give the date, first date available for the job search strategies?
Yeah, the next available date is the 16th of June for that class. And Mr. Brown's regular reviews are the 3rd week of the month. So his next review would be June 21st. So we can check in on whether he's been able to complete that workshop.
So you said June 21st?
That's correct.
All right.
And Mr. Brown, do you have the information on how to contact me?
I believe I have your phone number. That's all.
Okay. If you can call the phone number and with our receptionist, if I'm not available, just call right after you're off of here. if you would give them your phone number again, your most current phone number and your email address. I'll send out an email to you today reflecting the requirements.
Thank you.
All
Is
right.
there a way?
So, Mr. Brown, we'll see you back here in 2 weeks, okay?
All right.
You were
Okay.
going to say something, Mr. Brown?
Was going to ask, is there a way that I can get a copy of today's court hearing so that I can go back and read and see what was said so that I know the dates?
I think the best we can do is have you talk to Mr. Angelico. You can order a copy of the recording if you want, but there's a charge for that.
I'm okay with that. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Looks like Mr. Rosales is here, Ms. Looney.
Yes, we'll go next to number 5, Your Honor. That's State of Washington versus Emmanuel Ibanez Rosales, 21-3-00495-08. Mr. Ibanez Rosales was present at his last review on May 24th. At that time, he had stated he had made a second partial payment of $200 toward the month of May. That payment did not post until yesterday. So at this time, he has a partial payment for May of $200 and a partial payment for June of $200. His full purge amount is $400. So he is not yet paid in full for the month of June. We are requesting that if you're required to make the payment of full, excuse me, of $400 in full for the month of June by his next review. His regular review week is the 4th week of the month. So he would need to pay the remaining $200 for his review hearing. That would be on June 28th.
Mr. Angelico, anything from you?
No, Your Honor, I was aware that he had made a payment. We were not aware when the original one posted and when the second one posted, but unless Mr. Rosales has a question, but currently he would have $200 due by posted by June 28th.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for the payment you made. We do need another $200 for the full amount, and we'd like that posted by June 28th, and we'll see you back here on that date, okay?
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, we'll go next to number 1 on the docket. That's the State of Washington versus Joseph Huffine. That's 13-3-00249-8. Mr. Huffine was present at his last review on May 17th. He has a purge amount of $250. We do have a current pay or go to jail order in place for Mr. Huffine. He has not made a payment for the month of June, so we're requesting that he be required to report to jail by 5 p.m. today.
So the payment that he's missing is for June.
That's correct. Excuse me.
That payment is normally due. Was the order that he had to have that posted by the 25th?
Let me double check his, I believe, actually I may have misspoken. I believe his payment was for April. Hold on.
Last time we were here, we indicated that he was paid for May.
That is correct, Your Honor. So no, he has not paid for June. I misspoke. And we're not requesting he be required to report to jail, but he is required to make that payment by the end of this month. That payment did count for me. I apologize.
Okay. When is
His
he?
next review would be July 5th.
All right. So Mr. Huffine needs to be back on July 5th, and he needs to post $250 payment prior to the 25th of June.
We would ask that his failure appear to be noted today, Your Honor, and that if he fails to appear again, we will be requesting a bench warrant.
I understand that. Okay, thank you.
Our final case on the docket today, Your Honor, is the State of Washington versus Juventino Manzano Quiroz, 20-3-00494-08. He was present at his last review on May 24th. We were just confirming today that his payment had posted to his account. That payment did post for the full $500 of his purge. So he is paid in full for the month of May. We also just wanted to remind him that he has options for payments to post more quickly. he can still pay in cash at any Pay Near Me location. He does not need to have an account or any sort of other information. He can just present that at one of those locations and avoid having to mail a money order. We are on 90-day reviews for him. So since he has continued to pay in full, we would just ask that his next review be set for August 23rd.
Okay. Mr. Angelico, any contact with Mr. Quiros?
I had earlier contact, Your Honor. I'm surprised that he isn't present because he's normally, he normally appears, but I did have contact with him and he indicated that he had made the payment and it posted. He believed it would have been posted by this review and was aware that we were going to be setting another date. So I do have email contact with him, so I can let him know.
All right, we'll set the next review for August 23rd, and you may want to send him that data in an email, Mr. Angelico.
I will, Your Honor.
All right. I think that's it for this docket.
It is, Your Honor.
It sure is, Your Honor. And what an interesting little docket it was. All that bundled in under 11 minutes. I don't know quite what to think. I think that gentleman first had some good points, but also probably not a good idea to wear your shirt and lift up your shirt in court. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Please go ahead, hit that like or the dislike button, whichever you prefer. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We have a lot of fun hanging out around here. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.